talking about somebody, left out the party to go mess with somebody, but as you can see, I was broadcast. So what would even make you say something like that? You said I used you.
From Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a good NFC matchup lined up here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
You just be making it seem so obvious.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And for Thomas Rawls, Charles, with his absence in the preseason, you wonder if he's losing a little ground to Christine Michael.
157 yards, 24 carries.
Better than 6 yards per carry.
Yeah, you'll lose ground when people play like that. And Christine Michael finally playing up to his promise and to his ability. And they're also looking for something from C.J. Procyse, who they drafted out of Notre Dame. But he's had a hamstring injury, and that's really set him back.
And they say he hasn't been able to play the Madden game. He's been too busy with the injury and trying to learn a new system.
They don't let the Madden game into the training room. That's the problem. C.J. Procyse has to get healthy, and then he can start playing.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. On second down, here's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. They set up the screen to Rawls. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The play clock's running down. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
They run with a power back, rolls. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting hit.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas rolls, taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
How the fuck you know I was broadcasting that night? Oh, you gonna answer that? How you know I was broadcasting that night?
Now to send this one away following the score. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First down, Manning. And his first look is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start.
Controller had died.
Try again on 2nd down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it. Just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Manning now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Deep drop. Eluding the pressure right. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
A play plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Nearly lost the football, but kept it after the fumble, but now they face a third down. On third and long, it's Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now it's Lockett. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. They come out here in the eye. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. And Charles, for Victor Cruz, made his first appearance in 685 days in the Giants' one-point win over the Jets in Week 3 of the preseason.
Even non-Giants fans were smiling around the league. People like Victor Cruz. What a great story. Would you say 685 days since he hurt his knee the first time? That's fantastic. He's back on the field, and he even caught a pass.
Surveying the field. Going for the... And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. 37 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Play clock winding down. Wilson. He's got time. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So on fourth down, here's the Canadian-born punter, John Ryan, to kick it away for Seattle. Back deep is Dwayne Harris here. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
If we were to be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch, everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Rashad Jennings, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. They'll try to run now with Jennings. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass
Black, what
really
up, boy?
well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Wilson on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
Yo, this is
While that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
How are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And White LB in here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory.
Yeah, you see that shit, boy.
You're thinking about
crazy,
right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong,
pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Olivier Vernon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jenkins. And they are going to
they just snatching this bullshit.
Now out come the Giants. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Manning.
Oh, no.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. Buying time to his left. And now the ball comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Lost it. The big man
let me get some of that back.
And it's a Seattle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but
get some of that back, boy.
Rallies when there's a fumble return, and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So they're going to go for 2. On the ground, rolls. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short. So they'll
get the fuck out of here.
Come up on halftime. The kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're going to speed things up here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Manning to throw on second down. Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Manning. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Another pistol look here. Defense showing blitz. Here's Jennings. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Manning throwing on second down. It's hauled in by Shepard.
What the fuck, my man at?
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll come out in the pistol. Manning now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's Jennings on the toss.
And I pushed it out of the side.
For a giant TD. Rashad Jennings, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Eli's going to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay. Some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line.
Hey, Black. Hey, you see how they tried to play me with that cat that dude caught though? And then they kept trying to make me fall. Man, shit crazy, yo. That's why I say this Madden shit crazy, man. How you doing? Shit crazy, man. This damn hurricane on the way, man. Oh, you know I stacked up on my groceries yesterday. I said, you know I stacked up on my goodies yesterday. Got my liquor. You know I already had the bud. Got my food. Just see if anything go wrong. hell you about to do? Nobody get me in no game, man. I gotta get the feel for it. Say what? Yo. Black. Hey, it's raining down there, bro. Yeah, it's raining, catching dogs down here too. Alright, bro.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Wilson Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by our commentators, Madden God and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Lockett the return. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Rolls the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. To throw is Wilson. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed,
hold the football.
Run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Here we go with Rawls. Room here to run. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls. 43 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs. Runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. J.J. Nelson now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go, let's go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Michael Bennett is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You got a problem.
Here we go. Sally 19.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 59 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Block it, the return. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because
there goes Thomas Rolls. 30, 10, 5. Thomas rolls 76 yards, and the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken very short. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but when they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up the score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. Dancing to his left. Now he's inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, 61 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
I missed that fucking sack like that.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house.
I missed that sack like that. Can't believe it.
Because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play action pass could very well be open.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run, and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's going to fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Madden God and Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. From midfield now, here's Palmer. Finding time. He sets to... That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Michael Floyd, 49 yards. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes. defenses in the NFL at any given time, every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Frosty Rucker in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On third down, Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Yo.
So, Charles, when we got a quick breather here, wanted to ask you, as we get to the end of preseason, cuts are happening fast. These front offices, you told me, they are watching closely to see if someone's cut, where can they add to their roster, right?
Exactly. It's similar to the draft, where they have a ready list of players that they aren't sure are going to get drafted, but they really liked and want to sign as a priority free agent. They do the same thing during this time of year. They sit in meetings. Different scouts are assigned to different teams, and they've compiled a list of players they think fit their team. And if they get cut by those other teams, they want to be able to pounce and go get that guy to add him to their roster once the cuts are done.
Play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So we'll see.
Damn, when he let me throw the fucking ball.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. I think you have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium, combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did.
And he coughed it up. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Well, Charles, last week we did some fantasy draft talk, and we've got more drafts coming up this week. The Madden draft on September 1st, I'm in. So give me a few names. Who's points for a breakout?
I can't wait to follow this throughout the year and see how you're doing.
You're going to laugh at me.
You know, you've gone into the Shark Tank here. All right, some big-time players, but a little bit I know about it, I know you've got to start with a runner, right? Is it a Todd Gurley? Is it a Ezekiel Elliott? Is it an Adrian Peterson? But I keep hearing Antonio Brown from the Pittsburgh Steelers may be the #1 pick for everyone.
And
Odell Beckham, fantasy world.
Odell Beckham up toward the top as well.
Oh, without a doubt. And I'm telling you something. I'm going to give you one. I'm going to give you my sleeper on that. Jordy Nelson with the Green Bay Packers. He is back. He's ready to go, and Aaron Rodgers is motivated this year. I think that they'll be a big-time connection.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. Now a toss. This is Rawls. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. What really hurt.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. 18.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go. Blue 95.
Now Palmer to throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now come the Seahawks. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Penalty. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
Big jumbo. Big jumbo. Big jumbo. Bring it out. 14.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. All right, Charles, let's go off the script here real quick. Week 3 of the preseason, so many people point to that, say how vital it is. What do we take away from week 4 of the preseason?
Well, we know this is where certain guys make the team, right? Those last position battles. Maybe this is the tiebreaker week, and those guys are going to play the entire game trying to break that tie. Some coaches will have veterans who haven't played much at all, that they want to get on the field a little bit before the regular season begins. They may play them in a little bit of a, an audition sort of a deal, try and get them loose. And then, let's face it, others have question marks that they have to get answered, and they may have to take a little bit of a risk and play them in the last preseason game just to get those question marks answered before the season kicks off.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it's good enough for a Seattle first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 30 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, bye-bye. He just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw.
Send this one away following the score. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Arizona getting ready to
already
go
out.
as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. They go to Johnson again. Oh, he's got some.
Oh my fucking God.
David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. It'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing is Wilson. It got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
On first down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes Nelson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This one complete to Gresham. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And quickly, they get to the line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now it's Palmer.
Man, give me my fucking pick.
Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter, and even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. Block at the return. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Frosty Rucker in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And that is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that's going to make it 4th down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This will be caught at about the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point.
Oh. Man, they full of shit.
And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
They're gonna make me miss that fucking field goal. Oh, fucking shoot.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Here comes Nelson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. It's caught left side by John Brown. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Here's Palmer, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Madden Zero's kick is right
that
through,
bitch.
and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Good drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays.
And a loose football. Rawls loses it, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So this I broke my last toe.
Getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Palmer. He's going to go up top. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Bitch, my goddamn ball back.
Defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip draw. And good
They
concentration
trying to play a nigga. They trying to play me on the phone.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. After the interception, here's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be about a 4 yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Wilson steps away to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now Wilson on 1st down. It's complete to Lockett. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
back to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving
Damn.
catch. It's a gain of 14.
Why he had to die for that bit? Keep running, boy.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. And
oh my fucking God!
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the side.
Come on, man. Get my fucking safety, man.
The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
So they held him to a...
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job.
Man, this nigga beat me by a fucking hair. His fucking chin, boy.
But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series,
swear to God, Black.
They got the job done in fine style.
Nigga beat me by the hair of his goddamn chin, boy. Swear to... Hell yeah, boy. He got me on this one, boy.
Just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
He gonna fuck around and get smoked.
Here's Drew Butler now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30.
Man, they fucking played me, bro.
It's a 58-yard
swear to God on everything.
Maybe one final play before we hit 000.
They fucking played me, my nigga.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete.
Man, look at this shit, man. Cash talking that bullshit out of my ear made me fucking lose.
This is one of those games where you hate that anybody has to lose. So many points, so many great offensive outputs individually and collectively, but somebody had to go
focus.
down.
And even the losing team had fun, although they won't admit it to us here in the media. But they had a blast because that kind of football, back and forth, touchdown after touchdown.
Good game though,
it's
boy.
fun for everyone, but the winning team, they had a little bit more fun than everyone else.
Lost by 3. She ready to get kicked out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon God. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
I stopped fucking running the ball, man. You still laughing? Fucking petty, man. Yeah. So what? Who mic is that? I just unplugged my mic and it was still doing it. That ain't mine. I like that defense. I just got a damn nigga might run 4 systems this year. Huh? Alright, hold on. It's still doing it. It's still doing it. It's still doing it now. What about now? What about now? Alright. That shit's still doing it. I don't know why that shit doing it.
to join the cast of Carmen. I never sung a single song before. I don't really care where I stand in the winter
What you say? Hey, look, that ain't my mic either, cause I had my mic unplugged right there, and I'm still hearing that noise on my TV. I know, but I had unplugged my mic right there, and she wasn't me. For real. Nah, it's like a humming noise. It might be because I'm broadcasting. Hold on. Let me see if that is.